sword, let's do the Times. And Giorgia Meloni has warned that mass migration is a grave security risk. But is she actually going to do anything about it this time, Cressida?
Meloni, EU open borders allowed terrorist to roam. So most of this article is like a CV, a sort of career of the gunman Abdullah Salim Lassoud, who recently killed 2 Swedish football fans. And his life is just crazy. She gives this account, Meloni's giving an account of what he's been up to. So she's repeatedly tried to attract attention to how illegal mass migration can pose grave security risks on Europe. And then we get this example. So he arrived in Italy and then he travelled to Norway, only to be sent back to Italy. The point is, he's been all around Europe, and he's been in trouble for dealing cocaine, and he's been in prison for 2 years for that. It's not like he's turned up and he's kept his head down. He's caused as much trouble as he possibly can. It's like the sort of ultimate middle-class gap year, but also with a bit of Grand Theft Auto at the same time. It's just absolute madness. And so she's saying, you know, this doesn't work. We need to change things.
It's a bit of a challenger story for the sort of your archetypal Remainer, because he was able to use the Schengen zone to just waltz around. Then, you know, he sold coke on the side, not exactly helping the economy, which I've heard that is one of the benefits of immigration. What do you think,
bankers use it quite a lot, don't they? Isn't it? I mean,
that's a good point, actually. But allegedly, Leo.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, the thing is, I mean, he came into Lampedusa. This is a small Italian island that's recently seen, you know, thousands and thousands of migrants landing from North Africa.
7,000 for a 6,000 population.
Yeah, and that's just in a few days. So,
right.
And they're still landing, and, you know, obviously, way back when he landed in 2011, they were coming then.
But the thing must be so rich.
The thing is, Europe PLC just wants migrants. So, you know, there's a sort of conspiracy to prevent regular people, indigenous citizens, from having children, because if we have children, then it's cost the state money to raise them and to educate them and for their healthcare, and it also means we come out of our jobs to look after the children. So instead of doing that, they want us in our jobs, slaving away paying tax, and they want to bring new people in, fully grown, age 25, to sell the cocaine and, you know, behead the Swedish tourists without, you know, having homegrown people doing it.
OK, that's interesting. You think it's a sort of conspiracy. I tend to think, yeah, they definitely are using migration as a short-term solution, but isn't it just that we have this birth rate problem that no one's figured out how to fix?
But we have a birth rate problem because people can't afford houses, and they can't afford houses because there's too many people, and there's too many people because we've got open borders. And also, every article you read in The Guardian is like, oh, you should be a strong, independent person and not have children. Having children is the best thing in the world, and I didn't know it till I had kids. It's like they keep it a secret.
Yeah, I was in a debate last night, and David Aronovich, maybe, I don't know, are you allowed to say what was said at the debate, probably? He said he sort of laughed at the idea that we need more...
I've been thinking about this all day.
Right.
I was there too. He turns to Matt Goodman, he says, and this man's idea about how we can populate the country is to have more children. I've been thinking about that all day.
Lots of people in the hall were like, yeah, we do need to, but in the sort of what sometimes gets, you know, the sort of Remainer class, that's thought to be literally laughable.